morning. So just eating my bowl of oats, my meal one, so tasty. Anyway, this morning I've got quite a busy day. So I'm gonna drop the little one off to my mum's house. Then they've got a couple of PT clients. Then I'm going to meet my bikini sponsor. Really excited to see some of the ideas she has for me. And I will take you guys with me so you can see what she has in mind. Then I have to train a couple of clients this evening and also make sure that I get all my steps in.
No, having fun is just a range. It's like
seeing my first client having meal two, which is just sweet potatoes, beef, Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts. Bit of olive oil and some mustard, low calorie mustard. Got another client, and then we're gonna go and meet my bikini sponsor. Look at all of these, beautiful. Look at the colours.
Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm the owner of Reign Supreme Bikinis, and we've got Tammy in today. We're going to look at some fabrics, some stones, and the great thing is we've got beautiful black skin, and we've got a variety of colours that we can have a look at. You pretty much can wear any colour, to be honest. So we're going to go through all the different colours, shapes, sizes, and hopefully we can try some bikinis on. Oops. Yeah, so this one's a little bit small, so we're going to have a one size bigger. And just bring it in, give you some cleavage here as well. This is a triangle, that's a mould. And depends on how you feel, we can probably go for something like this or this one.
Yes.
When is your competition?
September.
In September.
Yeah, but if I'm ready before then, we're going to go before then.
I said to my friend, so I've got Tammy, he goes, oh, is that that black girl? I was like, yeah. I said, look at the girl's back, it's crazy. Yeah, bearing in mind that we are going to be, it's going to be here. Yeah. It's going to be here, so it needs to be sort of sat there. Bumped whatever, that's fine. Okay, that's where it needs to sit. And then we'll put it in here. Okay. So it needs to be a little bit wide. I think that's just going to be like a natural part of actually your glutes though, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. That's it's fine, so it needs to be a little bit higher. So there, but that's fine at the front. It's perfect.
So thank you so much for today, Shally. I'm super excited.
It's just been amazing having you here. The colours look amazing. We're not going to tell you what they are. You have to wait to see those. But yeah, we're going to see you in a couple of weeks as well because you've got quite a big weight gain to drop. It was 10 to 15 kg. Yeah. So the measurements that we've taken today, we're going to redo those later on. But we are looking great.
We've chosen a colour, so I'm going to keep that under wraps. But it's something completely different to what I've gone for in the past, and I'm super chuffed. So if you don't know about Reign Supreme Bikinis, you need to get to know. So I've had my third meal, and my husband has come home from work, so we're about to go and train, and he absolutely loves training with me. And one thing that I love about spending time with my husband is that I don't drive when I'm with him. So my husband, he built this room for me. He's got my workstation, he's got my beauty table, everything that I need, a sofa, so when I'm working my little one can be here with me. And yeah, so I'm just going to do a little block of work, probably just about an hour, and then go and do some bits with the little one. Okay, baby. Sometimes it can be difficult to get work done because obviously with having a little one, he's only 4. He only turned 4 in February. He's sometimes, not needy, but he just wants his mum. So that can make it a little bit difficult to get some work done. So, yeah.
The water vapor's rising. When it reaches the cold air, it'll make clouds.
Just getting one of my meals in. Getting ready to go and PT. So today's been quite a productive one. Got quite a bit of work done today. It's really good despite the little one being quite needy. This morning I was even able to have a nice little nap when my husband came home from work, so that was fantastic. Yeah, so I've had like a really good week this week. Well, it's only Wednesday, but there's been so many blessings this week. I've had quite a few new clients come on board, which is really, really good. I became a sponsored athlete with Reign Supreme Bikinis, so I feel like super, super blessed for that. I never thought that I would ever get a bikini sponsor, so I am so massively grateful to Shali, and thank you to Lord. And I am now an official DY nutrition athlete. So I'm not an affiliate, I'm an actual athlete. And that's something that I also never thought would happen. But I just feel like there's a kind of shift and things are changing. And I feel like obviously it's because God has chosen this for me, but also I think my change in attitude to PrEP is a big thing. Like, PrEP isn't always successful. You don't always get the outcome that you want, but there's a number of factors that can impact how far from success you are. And one of those has always been diet. I've always really, really struggled with diet. But like I said in my one of my previous videos, I really feel like Matt is the right coach for me. I really feel like there's just something that's aligned. And I also know that it's because this is a new challenge, and sometimes, like, when you're not successful in something and you decide not to do that, and then you've got another venture, it can be really motivating. I also feel like I fit in figure more than I do wellness, which is something I never ever thought. Also, I've got a big event coming up at the end of the year, and I think that I'm just trying to achieve some goals before that. So whether I turn pro this year or not, my goal is to be my best on stage, like to just really feel proud of myself. So yeah, let's see how this season goes. Like, so I was literally just sitting here winding down from the evening, about to go get a shower and jump into bed. It's like 9:30, and then I was like, oh, let me check my step count today, and I haven't met my step count, so now I have to go and get on a treadmill. So just finished my steps and tired as fuck. I am going to get a shower, jump into bed and cuddle my husband and son. Night, guys. Right, so I am gonna go and do my 30 minutes fasted walk before the little one gets up. I'm just gonna do it on the treadmill, and then we are gonna have some breakfast. Good morning, baby.
I can't remember if I said this already.
How are you?
My brain isn't working, but at this point it doesn't matter. Like,
how are you, gorgeous? My sweet boy. Here, Jojo. Gonna sit in the blanket. Okay, so this morning I have a client training plan to send out. I have to adjust the macros on another one of my clients. And then I've got a little bit of free time today, so I'm just deciding what to do with Jonah. He's just watching my tablet at the moment and having his breakfast. So I just find it's best to try and get these things done as early as possible. Well, it's not so early now, it's what, 8:30. But yeah, just to try and get them out of the way first thing. So I'm going to crack on with this. Hey, almost forgot. Got my morning tablets to take. It's Thursday today, isn't it? Good morning and welcome to your introduction video to your training plan. Hey, good afternoon. I'm just getting ready to go to the gym and train. You dropped out my eye then. And then I have clients this evening. I'm feeling so tired today, like really low energy. And sometimes it can be difficult when you're feeling tired to, be sprightly and positive. But just because I'm feeling down, I never like to make other people feel down. So just gotta put on that smile while I PT and just get over and done with. I tried to have a little nap on the chair, but my son was like, "No, girl, let me headbutt you." So that was great. But yeah, I am gonna go get my gym clothes on and I'll meet you guys in the car. See you in a minute. Right, I am just heading to the gym to train, and then, like I said, I got a client. I absolutely need this pre-workout today. I'm trying a new flavour. I usually get the pear and kiwi blood and guts, but I've opted for the watermelon this time. And I will tell you how it tastes. I only need 1 scoop of this. 2 scoops is too much for me. So just pop it onto here. Come on. And shake it up. I'm going to drink it and then head to the gym. Oops. Do a little tighter. Shit. That one's right nice, that is. Alright, hopefully I'm gonna have a good session. Sometimes when you're just feeling a little bit tired, I've been feeling like proper fatigued all day. And a little bit grumpy as well. And I have to train hams and glutes. And that's always like the most difficult day for me. So training session is done, clients are done. I'm heading to Tesco to get my stuff for meal prep, and then I'll be prepping my food tonight because, like I said, I'm going out with the little one tomorrow. So yeah. Good morning, people. I am getting my steps in. I'm watching some YouTube. The plan is to take my little one to Think Tank in Birmingham. So I'm just going to get my steps out of the way, have my food. Need to make sure I pack and take my water. So I'm not taking my car today, and I never go anywhere without my car. Only to the gym. So I will have to see how this goes. As you saw, I just did my fasted walk. And now I'm getting ready to take my son to Think Tank in Birmingham. So vulnerable moment, I get really nervous and I get anxiety when I'm taking my son somewhere new, or if I'm going somewhere without my car, or kind of like there's many steps to a journey. So I haven't been on the bus for, oh shit, maybe like, I think maybe like 7 years, apart from like at the airport when it takes you from the plane to the to arrivals or departure, whatever. But yeah, I haven't been on a bus, and I know it sounds silly, but I feel like I don't even know how to take a bus anymore. And my little one's very active, and sometimes he likes to be kicking off, so that drives a little bit of anxiety with me as well. It's just being able to like not control him in public, but make sure he's safe in public, make sure that he's behaving and stuff. So I just told my husband how we're going to be getting there, and he was like, why don't you just take the car? And I was like, I don't want to be in Birmingham in rush hour traffic. And I said, I don't want the way that I'm feeling, my nervousness, to affect my son's experiences, because I know if I don't do things like take public transport or go places, that could potentially be something that rubs off onto him, and I don't want that. So putting my big girl pants on, shoes on, whatever you're ready to call it, and we're doing it. So I will speak to you guys next when we're on the train. So we're at the train station. Yeah. My cousin's just got here.
No?
And just waiting for the train to come in.
Press this one first. Yeah, and then you've got to press this one. Right, then, you see, look, it's going all the way down here. Look, the duck is in there. Then, yeah.
In the microwave for me to heat up my prep food, so that's fantastic. Just getting ready to train. Up here with my friend Gary. Feeling a bit knackered after being in Birmingham. Jonah had a couple of tantrums, but it's what toddlers do, innit? It was a little bit exhausting, so all I need is pre-workout. Good morning, guys. So I am just getting ready to PT today. I've already done my fasted walk, had meal 1, taken my morning supplements as well. Yeah, so today I had check-in feedback from my coach. Let's see what my fingers come out like. Ooh. So today I had checking feedback from my coach, and let me sort myself. Why am I pushing it like that? So back to it. Today was check-in day. I sent my pictures over to my coach, and I wasn't feeling so confident in my check-in this morning, and it's because I know I've got a lot of work to do to fit into the figure category. So I think that's making me like a little bit anxious. The change is not going to happen overnight, and I understand that, but it's just, you know, when you just want to make progress. Also, we're going to add in a bit of cardio, and to be frank, I think he's a bit concerned. Well, it's not, I think. He's definitely concerned with my focus on food. Growing up, food has always been a focus for me. Like, if I'm sad, I'll eat. If I'm happy, I'll eat. Give me any reason, I'm gonna eat. And it's something now known, or maybe in the past, but over recent years, I've come to know it as food noise. So I have quite bad food noise. I've still been on point with my diet, haven't deviated at all. So that's brilliant. And I think even food noise is something that I've coped with for most of my life, and I'm obviously able to manage it to some degree because I've been able to prep. But in the past, it hasn't been so successful because I have sometimes fallen off the wagon, which is something a lot of competitors don't really talk about because they think it makes you sound weak. But sometimes I just used to let the urge overcome me, and it's realizing or being able to differentiate from actual hunger and just cravings. Like, I'm not starving on my diet. I actually get quite a lot of food, so just reassured my coach and said food noise is something that I have to deal with, and I'm coping with it. I'm being fully transparent in everything that I do. So even though it can be concerning, like, why are you feeling hungry so early on, it's not hunger, it's just craving, or as we call it in the Caribbean, licorishness. Yeah. I think as well, I really want to prove to my coach that I am a good athlete, that I am capable of doing this. Like, so I'm doing everything that I can to, you know, achieve a decent outcome. It doesn't, just because you put in everything, it doesn't mean you're going to get the outcome you want. But I just want to know that I've put everything in, I've done everything I can, and whatever outcome comes from that, I know there's nothing more that I could have done. That's what I'm setting myself up for. So yeah. And also just remembering that PrEP is a privilege and it is a choice. There's nobody forcing me to do this PrEP, and I think that's probably one of the biggest mindset changes, is I don't have to do this. So if I'm gonna cheat on my diet, if I'm not gonna follow the plan, then what's the point in like trying to work with someone or paying someone who's providing me with it? And I think I understand that a lot more now that I'm a coach. Like, you set somebody a plan, you know, you don't know if that plan is fully gonna work for them until they start on that plan. And if they're not following it as you would expect, you can't give the correct feedback. And that's why everything has to be on point. Everything has to be on point. Also, is this a bit unhinged? I do this all the time. I've got good heat protectant on my hair, but I don't want to be seeing no lumps, bumps, no crazy shit. I am 100% not recommending anybody does this. When I first started doing it, I burnt up my whole forehead. So please don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. So I got stuck in with my PT this morning. Completed one client to go, and then we're off home for meal 2, and then gonna start doing my check-ins. All right, so I'm in for my second PT with my favorite client, Chris. Let's go this way, the camera's on. My favorite client, Chris. So what are we doing at the moment?
We're doing upper pull.
Okay, how are you finding it?
I'm working with the best. You know you're in for a good workout.
For a good torture.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the end of the week. I've just completed my check-ins and I'm about to have my final meal for the night, chill out for a couple of hours with the husband and start again tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram. All right, thanks for watching, guys.